as I mentioned in my message to you, I can definitely identify with a lot of the feelings that you described in your message. And off the top of my head, the response that I sent you is kind of what I do to combat just uncertainty and lack of direction and that kind of stuff. Just to try and keep in mind that even though we're not always really in on the plan, there is a plan, or if not a plan, at least an order to the way our lives unfold, and that later on, looking back, you can see how everything kind of happens exactly perfectly to get you to where you need to go. But it can be frustrating and uncomfortable to wait in the meantime and to be unsure. So I'm hoping that this reading will give you a little bit of encouragement and reassurance, I guess. But one can hope. Yeah, so here we go. I'll just jump in. Alright. So that's your overview. Our challenge. And the action called for. Okay. So this is your overview, challenge, and your action called for. These two don't have a reversed reading. I don't think that's considered reversed. Anyways, it's upright. This one, though, is reversed. So I'm going to read the reversed interpretation and the upright interpretation for that one. And it is the Rune of Protection, algaes. And I've drawn it reversed, so I'm going to read the reversed interpretation first. Okay. Reversed. Algaes reversed. Be thoughtful about your health and do not add to the burdens others are carrying. Look carefully at the associations you form at this time. If you see fit to become involved with people who are using you, remain conscious of that fact and take responsibility for your own position. Then you can only benefit. And yet, regardless of whether your enterprise prospers or suffers, do not be overly concerned. You may not win, but you will never lose, for you can always learn from what takes place. Temperance and courtesy are the sinews of this rune's protective powers. Okay, progress and accelerated self-change, it is important not to collapse yourself into your emotions, with the highs as well as the lows. New opportunities and challenges are typical of this rune, and with them may come trespasses and unwanted influences. Algae serves as a mirror for the spiritual warrior, the one whose battle is always with the self. The warrior's protection is like the curved horns of the elk, or the warning rustle of the sedge grass, for both serve to keep open space around you. Remain mindful that timely right action and correct conduct are your only true protection. If you find yourself feeling pain, observe the pain, stay with it. Do not try to pull down the veil and escape from life by denying what is happening. You will progress, knowing that is your protection. Okay. Sorry, I sit at a weird angle when I do these. My arm gets tired. Okay. So that's your overview. I don't know if that makes sense. Hopefully it does. I'll leave that for now, though, and get into the next one. We'll see if we notice any themes or common threads. Alright, so your challenge is Suelu, which is wholeness. Interesting. Page 139. Okay. Suelu stands for wholeness, that which our nature requires. It embodies the impulse towards self-realization and indicates the path you must follow, not from ulterior motives, but from the core of your individuality. Seeking after wholeness is the spiritual warrior's quest, and yet what you are striving to become is what, in actuality, is what by nature you already are. Become conscious of your essence and bring it into form. Express it in a creative way, a rune of great power, making life force available to you. Suelu marks a time for regeneration down to the cellular level. Although this rune has no reversed position, there is reason for caution. You may see fit to withdraw or even to retreat in the face of a pressing situation, especially if events or people are demanding that you expend your energy now. Know that such a retreat is a retreat in strength, a voyage inward. For centering and balance, timely retreat is among the skills of the spiritual warrior. Suelu counsels opening yourself up, letting light into a part of your life that has been secret and shut away. To accomplish this may call for a profound recognition, for admitting to yourself something that you have long denied. There is a prayer known as the Gayatri that embodies the spirit of the Rune of Wholeness. Address the sun in this fashion. You who are the source of all power, whose rays illuminate the world, illuminate also my heart so that it too can do your work. While reciting the Gayatri, visualize the sun's rays streaming forth into the world, entering your heart, then streaming out from your heart center and back into the world. This is a powerful and life-enhancing prayer. There is a caution here not to give yourself airs. Even in a time of bountiful energy, you are required to face and vanquish your refusal to let right action flow through you. Nourish this capacity, for it is a mark of true humility. Practice the art of doing without doing. Aim yourself truly, and then maintain your aim without manipulative effort. Meditate on Christ's words, I can of mine own self do nothing. For by our own power we do nothing. Even in loving, it is love that loves through us. This way of thinking and being integrates new energies and permits us to flow into wholeness, which is the ultimate goal of the spiritual warrior. Okay, well that one is one that I could talk about at great length, and I might do a second. It would make this longer than 15 minutes, so I might do a two-parter for you here. And just offer a little bit of my own insight in terms of, because that's very much what I'm trying to just read your message, I actually really felt like I could really relate to the things that you were sort of puzzling over and struggling with, and so it might be relevant. But let me quickly read the action called for here, and then I'll see if there's anything I can add. Okay, so the action called for is Jera, which is harvest. A rune of beneficial outcomes. Jera applies to any activity or endeavor to which you are committed. Be aware, however, that no quick results can be expected. A span of time is usually involved, hence the keywords 1 year, symbolizing a full cycle before the reaping, the harvest, or deliverance. You have prepared the ground and planted the seed. Now you must cultivate with care. To those whose labor has a long season, a long coming to term, Jera offers encouragement of success. Know that the outcome is in the keeping of providence, and continue to persevere. Remember the old story about the farmer who was so eager to assist his crops that he went out at night and tugged on the new shoots. There is no way to push the river. Equally, you cannot hasten the harvest. Be mindful that patience is essential for the recognition of your own process, which in its season leads to the harvest of the self. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna do a second video just with some of my own thoughts, and again, take it or leave it. I mean, I don't claim to be an expert by any means, and I don't know the details of your situation, but this is something that all of this really is something that I've been working at for the last, I don't know, year or so especially, and it might help to offer a little bit of my story or my experience. So I will be right back.